So, one of the top players, of course, in the Fijian side, their captain, Hosea Kolonisi now. We have a little short piece on him, and this is one of the great rugby players in the world.
And here comes Captain Courageous, Hosea Kolonisi. Kolonisi breaks the tackle and races away.
The captain, Hosea Kolonisi. Kolonisi gets the score.
For me, at the moment, he is the best player on the planet, Hosea Kolonisi.
It's signed, sealed, and delivered here by Hosea Kolonisi.
Well, we're well into the final session of the first day of the Cape Town Sevens, round 2 of the World Rugby HSBC 7 Series. Those are the remaining games today, just 5 of them to come. Fiji against Argentina next, both those sides unbeaten. France against Canada. Canada, who defeated New Zealand in their last pool game, then New Zealand against Samoa. And then finally, it'll be Kenya against Zimbabwe. Kenya, who defeated South Africa in the last game before the previous break, and then the last game of the evening will be South Africa against England. South Africa needing to win that one to advance to the Cup quarterfinals. Some very shocked people in amongst the crowd, in excess of 50,000 here at the Cape Town Stadium. They've had a delightful day's entertainment, but had to endure the disappointment of their team losing out to Kenya and creating this high pressure situation. Certainly haven't been in the greatest of form. Fiji, on the other hand, have been in outstanding form. Well, it started pretty grey and wet in the early hours of this morning. A lot of rain overnight, but it's turned into an absolute beauty here in Cape Town. Queues all over the stadium. And now we are on to game 20. Fiji, champions a week ago in Dubai with a comprehensive win over England in the final. They will face up to Argentina, who easily dispatched Russia in their opening game by 33 points to 5. They had a close run thing against Scotland in their second encounter, winning that one by 19 points to 14. Alvarez, the captain, Santiago Alvarez, is on the bench for Argentina as they take to the field, and Hosea Kolonisi is the captain of Fiji. And once again with me in commentary for this one is former All Black Sevens player Carl Tanana. Carl, it's very difficult to look beyond Fiji based on first day form so far.
Yeah, they really have set the tempo, Matt, to be fair. And look out for this kid in jersey number 5, Pio Tuai. Our first look at him today. He's been sitting on the bench the first couple of games. But for a big man over 100 kgs, he's got some great skill. He's got some good footwork as well. So he's going to be one to look out for sure. This Argentinian team, they come in with a lot of inexperience. 4 debutants from last weekend in Dubai starting this one. So look out for them to try and make their mark.
Well, both these teams already guaranteed qualification for the Cup quarterfinals, so you could forgive either side for trying a couple of things in this one, although top spot in the pool could well prove to be a significant advantage. The top 2 in this pool will play the top 2 in the pool involving France, New Zealand and Canada. So still something to play for here. Beautifully won at the restart by Fiji. They have mastered this art perhaps better than any other team. It was such a complete side. Always willing to hold the ball up in the contact, waiting for the support runners to arrive. A little bit sloppy from them early on. Still not opting to go wide, drawing a couple of Argentine defenders in there, but a good contest over the ball, and play on is the call from referee Craig Joubert.
Lost forward advantage.
Lost forward off a Fijian hand. And that is
holding on, put the ball down, put the ball
fine
down.
Over the ball from Pio Tuai. Advantage very quickly over there for the lost forward. But we've seen that consistently throughout the day. Beautiful stepping. It's a quite astonishing run this. He's running away from the support is Rawatha, but it matters little. Into the corner. Sabinatha, Rawatha. Almost 70 meters to score, probably more on the angle.
Outstanding from the winger for Fiji. But this is what got it started. Look at him take to the air, freeze the defence. Look at the footwork, goes off the right foot, goes off the left, and then goes off the right again. Left hand fin, and then again the right foot step. But look at the defence, it just can't stop in time. He stops and he's off at full speed, and look at the mouse going, the technique's gone, he knows he's got to chase it there. Fins him off once, twice, third or fourth time, and watch him with the fancy finish.
Almost looks speedy in the slow-mo. Wonderful finish from Rawatha.
After the try was scored, you've dived in and starting with the penalty.
Tell you what else the slow-mo does. It almost makes it look as though the defending was sloppier than it really was. It perhaps doesn't do full justice to the quality of the stepping. Seen some high-quality conversion attempts through the course of the day. That wasn't one of them.
Wait, please, wait.
The numbers are there though from the Argentinians who've been defending so good, but it's just that third man in, it's just a little bit slow. One-on-one, marshalling his troops, and he gives them the outside, but Rawatha just shows he's got a clean pair of heels to get the finish.
Fiji again gathering their own restart. Almost become as much of a guarantee as a set piece would be. The scrum or a line out in the 15-man game. The restart is vital and a vital part of the Fijian success.
More! Black scrum turnover, usual
Ball up
lose
off the
ball.
ground, and the call of maul came early from Craig Joubert.
Quite like the up-tempo defence that the Argentinians are applying here. You can see there are two men in that tackle. They rip the ball away. Calls out a maul right there. They don't have to get out of the way, so it's an easy turnover for the Argentinians.
Well, I hope he called it before then, because there was definitely a knee on the ground there, which would have constituted a tackle.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
And to be fair to him, I think he did call it just slightly earlier before. You see the Fijian player desperately trying to wrestle that knee to the ground. Strong from Argentina, Echart, the man, taking it up to halfway, but ripped away in the tackle. And Fiji straight onto the counter. Virtually no space up that
Genuine attempt to catch the ball.
left flank, and Craig Joubert in the background said Sebastian Cancelere was making a genuine attempt to catch the ball. Here's the rip.
Yeah, Rovovo there, look at him, he only had eyes for the ball. Execute it beautifully. Now, such a tough place to defend this Fijian side. So many weapons in the midfield, but I want to see Kolinisau in the centre. Have a little go here. It's been pretty quiet so far in the last couple of tournaments.
Well, he's deep as Ravuvu. And with 3 passes, they get the full width of the field. Rawatha into top gear again, and Kolinisau looking for the inside ball and finds Katonibau, who then puts Ravuvu over under the posts. Just soaking up a little bit of time on the clock. That last pass to Ravuvu, hardly necessary, but he gets his 5th in the series this season.
Yeah, just one-on-one defence there. A missed tackle from the Argentinians on the wing, and Rawatha just showing how good he is. Again, just gets on the outside. Some nice support play from the captain, Kolinisau. I thought he was going to go all the way, but he had support players on the inside, and now selfishly gives it in. And Rovovo's the one who converts his own try. Here it is here, deep within their own half. Goes on the outside. Does Rawatha, sizes up the situation. Look how they're able to offload that ball. They hold it in one hand like a loaf of bread. Clean this out with a great vision. It's a nice little pass here from Katonibau off to Ravovo.
Once again, it's really contestable.
Playing the man. Playing the man.
But
Before
the
he scored the
penalty
ball.
is against Katoni Bao for playing the man before he slapped the ball.
You can't have, look at that, 23 passes compared to 1. It doesn't get more dominant than this, but I don't mind this going to the set piece here for the Argentinians. They've had no ball, they've had to do a number of tackles, just trying to settle it down. By no means are they out of it, and Katoni Bao, you can see there, his right arm just taking out the jumper of Argentina.
5.
Just no possession to speak of for the Argentinians. You could argue that if they got out of this first half with only a 12-point deficit, they would have done reasonably well, but Fiji are not yet done. Kolinisau got his pass just in time for Viramalau. Strong support line from Katoni Bao. And Domolala for the corner now. It is going to be a closing try to end the first half, the third for Fiji. One opportunity the Argentines had to win a line out. It went against the throw. Up beside Domolala in for Fiji's third.
Geez, there's a lot to admire about this offloading ability of these Fijians. Just a one-hander, just all play natural. Watch this behind the back as well. Katoni Bao on the loop with Ravovo. Dummies and goes. Has someone come on the inside and then get it to a guy this big. Domolala just hanging out on the wings. Too tough to defend.
The flag is raised for a successful conversion, so a clinical end to the first half for Fiji, well on their way to an unbeaten record in Pool A. Champions last week and undefeated this week. They lead Argentina by 19 points to 0 at half-time in their final pool game.
O lo aproximo antes o lo más seguro que lo bajo. No error 1 contra 1, ¿está claro? Le armo bien de paciencia a los posibles receptores. Una vez que la agarra uno, no vayamos el segundo a rematar. Busquemos el posible receptor y a partir de ahí jugamos. Ya tenemos un plan a favor y demás. Y ahora en ataque, muchachos, tengo pena, voy al line y no me la sacan. No sé cómo no me la sacan. Que no nos vuelvan a tocar el orto, ¿está claro? La de juego si viene buenísimo. Si no, no nos toca el orto, ¿está claro, muchachos? Vamos, vamos, vamos. Para, un segundo.
Ben Ryan in conversation with his Fijian side. There's not a great deal that he can tell them. They've been so good today. Victories over Scotland by 34-19, Russia by 52-0, 19-0 at half-time against Argentina.
Thanks.
You were talking about how much there is to admire about the offloading skill, but part of that has to be that they seem to play without any fear. No fear of making a mistake.
I think one thing that Ben Ryan really has installed in them is that their fitness levels, and they're able to, once they pass, get back into support. And that's the thing, you can throw those passes when you've got that support play, and they just seem to have it all the time in abundance. And for Argentina, well, too many missed tackles. They've missed 7, and you can't do that against a class outfit such as Fiji.
Virtually no possession to play with the Argentines, and they've knocked that on from the restart as well. And Domolala is straight onto the attack for Fiji, looking for their 4th try, and it's all too easy for him. So strong, so fast, so powerful.
Again, come from the kick-off, Fiji able to retain possession. And then Domolala, see him here, looks up, there's acres of space in front of him. This is just a one-on-one. It just goes around. He's a forward, we've got to remember. You'll be able to shift that quickly across the ground. You just can't let him run at you.
The ability to make those side steps at that pace and with that level of acceleration, just devastating for any defensive line. Keep scoring tries like that, the conversions won't matter.
I was going to say, if you're going to nitpick anything, the conversions have been pretty average, but look at him here, just decides to have a go on the outside. Look at the strength and the power of the upper body and the finish. It's a double for him too.
Read a lovely saying at the recent Rugby World Cup. It said, if at first you don't succeed, try again, then at least you'll have 15 points. 21 with the conversions. It's looking that way for Fiji now, and again from the restart, they are so effective. Argentina just unable to get their hands on the ball.
Offside. Offside. Put it down.
Ofenethagi taking it almost to the line. And now it's Domolai who is crashing over for yet another. The Argentinian players almost out on their feet, and all they've done is defend.
It does take it out of you, doesn't it? And that completes his hat-trick. Within a couple of minutes, he scored just before the half and two. In quick succession here in the second. Look at him here, just too strong, one-on-one. The athleticism. Up here side, Domolai, just too much, two defenders. One down low. Vieira will be pretty disappointed with this effort. And he goes over and Echarts.
Well, even that one can't get coaxed over. But 3 tries in the game for Apisai Domolai. Again lost forward by Argentina. That's 3 kickoffs. The last 3 that have all gone the way of the Fijians. Is that a penalty try awarded by Craig Joubert? We saw one earlier in the
cynical. Player was probably going to score a try.
In the Welsh game, and a yellow card awarded. Yeah, well, you can clearly see the shoulder charge. He lined him up.
Oh, you can even see his face, Colin. He doesn't get much clearer than there. Franco Sabato, I think it does.
This has got to go over. It does. Yeah, that wasn't exactly subtle, the shoulder charge.
Just dominance in the air at kickoff time. Such a luxury being able to receive your own ball. Here's a little chip in behind. Jaws in the last defender. Sabato comes along.
Bent at the elbow. Shoulder first. Another perfectly accurate restart. One in the air by Vera Malua.
Deliberate knockdown.
Deliberate knockdown by Argentina. It just goes from bad to worse for them here. And Fiji on the rampage. Always in the tackle, they can turn and find a support runner.
Backward,
Lost backwards. So not too much damage done for Vera Malua. There's a 3-on-2 here, floated over the top by Nagusa. And we're going to have another try. Some very fancy stepping from Vetokani. Ali Vetokani in for just the second try of his Sevens career. I'm sure there'll be many more.
He just takes or backs himself on the outside, tiptoes down the sideline. Geez, I don't know, he might have touched the chalk there. Not that it's really going to matter in the context of this game. It's 41-0.
Where's Wally? There he is. 2 down from Superman.
Who's that next to Wally though? Look at that. Restarts retain Fiji 38% at the top.
And that's in the series. Today it's been much better than that. I mean, virtually everyone in this game, and as we say that, they failed to retain one. German Schultz slung to the ground. Just the second time in this entire game that Argentina have had the opportunity to run with ball in hand. And wouldn't you know it, they've only got 6 on the park. Still a man in the bin. Just a few seconds remained when that restart took place. So having to play a man short and being hassled in defence by Fiji.
Yeah, just no experience here for the Argentinians. Here go Fiji quickly as you expect.
Well, Argentina back to the full complement of 7, and Domolala takes the attention of 2 of them. One of the key strengths of the Fijian game that we saw last week in Dubai and here in Cape Town this week is almost always when they take contact they draw the attention of 2 defenders, automatically creating that extra little bit of space. This time a fair challenge over the ball from
Never onside, 11 black.
Argentina, but Craig Joubert was playing an advantage for offside against Joaquin Riera.
Can take it behind the mark.
And Fiji more than happy with another emphatic victory. They conceded 19 points against Scotland, but since then they've kept a clean sheet. 52-0 against Russia, now 43-0 against Argentina. They qualify top of Pool A and continue to look like the champions elect.
Come on, let's see.